Hello, hello. Okay, you guys, so I don't ever really go live. I never go live. In fact, I think this might be my very first time. But it is the new moon. And so it's time. It's time to start new things, new ways of doing things, new ways of being. Hi, you guys. Oh my gosh. Hi, Brittany. Okay, I'm so excited to be doing this today because we are going to talk about a couple of fun things I've been dying to share with you, and I don't have time to share on the podcast. I want to tell you guys what to do for today's new moon. Hi, Angela. Hi, Renata. Hi, Stephanie. Oh my gosh, you guys. Hi. Hi. I am so excited. It was like one of my resolutions to start doing more video. And so today's new moon, I'm doing it. I am doing it. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're going to talk about the new moon. We're going to talk about what you need to do, what you need to know. Hey, Nancy. Hey, guys. We're going to talk about why this new moon is important because it is an eclipse. And I'm going to tell you guys what you need to know and what you need to be doing to enhance the fact that this is like Mercury retrograde's height. It is Mercury retrograde's like peak point. There is so much happening in the universe right now, so much happening in the stars that you guys just need to know about. This is not something I typically talk about. Hey, Kat. This is not something I typically talk about really on here on the podcast, but new moon vibes. And if you guys have questions, ask them. I will totally answer them. But I wanted to do a quick video for you before I head out of town on a short little weekend family trip. So right now we're in Gemini season, okay? And funny, Gemini actually is the sign of short trips, little weekend trips, little close destinations and getaways. So it's no surprise we're going on a little family trip. But okay. Mercury retrograde is like, it's a time to slow down, it's a time to review, and it's a time to reflect. I want you to think about what was going on in your life in 2001 to 2003. And also you want to think about what was going on in 2010 to 2013. And so, oh, happy birthday, Angela. Gemini, babe, I love that. So I have a cute little story for me. So for me, what's so interesting, in 2001, I was like, this is gonna age me, but whatever. I'm 40, you guys, okay? Just let's deal with it. But in 2001, I was in college, just doing really well. I feel like I finally found my stride at that point. And what was so funny is I got a job as a cocktail waitress at a local kind of little like neighborhood bar, which Gemini rules local, right? And I ended up that season getting featured in local magazines. They would talk about this cool little new happening bar, and they would always like put my picture as like the face of the bar because I was kind of like the main cocktail waitress, which is wild, okay? Now, this Gemini season eclipse is having a karmic cycle. It's a karmic closing on what was happening for you. Hey, Christina. What was happening for you during those years, 2001 to 2003, right? So it's a karmic closing, a karmic cycle. It's going to be pulling in what was going on for you at that point in your life to now. So just sit with today. What I advise you to do is it's Gemini, okay? It's the time for writing. Gemini is all about writing and communication and speaking. Like, grab your journal, get it out. This is new moon. This is the time to do this inner work and this inner insight and see what downloads come up for you. Okay, so then I look at the second round, okay, from 2010 to 2013. What if we are still at school? I don't know. And still take notes. You can still be in school. School is fantastic. I feel like I'm a lifelong student, so school should never really end, right? We are women, we're human. We should always be growing and learning, and especially in Gemini season, it's the time to read, to get into some books, read and write. It's kind of like that communication vibe, okay? Podcasting, publishing, publications, local publications. So it's so wild that that karmic cycle was happening for me in that time while I was like featured in all these magazines, okay? So then we jump to 2010. So what was going on for you from 2010 to 2013? What's so crazy is, for me, I actually had just been featured in a huge UK magazine. I was in Look magazine, and I was being like rewarded for my blog. My blog blew up during that time. That was the height of my peak. And I moved to New York City and like really did a push on my blog and started my interior design career. And I was featured in that huge UK magazine, the Look publication, Look magazine, and then was featured in all these magazines and other things in New York. It was that time for me. And so now we're bringing this to today. Hey, Erica. Hey. Hi, everybody. Oh my God. Yenny, what's up, girl? Okay, so then we bring this to today. I just had that little thing I know you guys saw, or I'm sure some of you saw, where my jewelry was actually in Vogue UK this month. Like, huge, amazing, holy shit. Like, I was so blown away. But what's wild is that cycle for me, it just happened again. And the last time something like that happened for me was that 2010, 2013 time, and then that 2001, 2003 time. When I read about this in astrology, that this eclipse is closing out karmic cycles from those years, I was blown away. I actually had a girlfriend who, she actually has her Venus in Gemini. So if you know your birth chart, or if you've had a birth chart reading with me and you want me to like resend it to you, we want to look at what's going on in your Gemini, like what's happening for you in your birth chart in Gemini. There may be some karmic cycles closing. For her, she has her Venus in Gemini. So for her, it's love. And she actually just like connected with an incredible new man in her life and is like fallen in love. And it's so wild because that happened to her in those same periods before. So you can really use this a little bit to open yourself up to that area. So for me, if I look back at those times, my blog really blew up. It's really about publication, communications, different things like that. I'm going to harness this stuff right now. I'm going to use this next season, this next portal, which I would say you get about a good 6 months to a year, to really amplify this, to really go in this area. So look at those past patterns for what happened for you. Okay. It's also a time to review and reflect and repurpose. So if you guys have a business, or if you guys have anything in your life that you're looking to manifest, go back to something old and renew it. Okay. For me, I was thinking about maybe doing some old blog posts and bringing them back, old content on podcasts and bringing it back, and maybe bringing it now to video. You can go into your closet, look for old clothes and find new ways to style them. Maybe an old perfume you used to wear and you used to love. It's time to bring it back. Okay, that is what Mercury retrograde is all about, and it can give you like a new vibe and a new boost. I've kind of been bringing back red. I've got a red manicure. I've been loving wearing red lately. I am bringing red back into my life. So it's just something that I'm going to take with me in this new season. Now, the other thing about Gemini season I wrote down for you, one of the weaknesses, one of the downsides of a Gemini and the Gemini season is it has the two faces, right? It's the sign of talking and it's the sign of communication, and two faces. Now, the house is relevant, Kat, and I'll go into that in a second, but I want you guys, if you don't have planets in Gemini, don't worry about it. Just figure out what the house number is. What house is Gemini in? What area does it rule? But here's the thing, and this is especially when it comes to manifestations, because they kind of say that eclipse season, what happens in eclipse season, and especially in eclipse new moon, things are going to be changing. So you're going to have a manifestation that you want, but your mood may change the next day and you may want something completely different. So here is my big new moon in Gemini eclipse tip. Stop talking out of both sides of your mouth and get really clear on what you want. This will change everything for you. So what this looks like is like, how many times do you find yourself saying, we were talking about this last night in the House of Bliss new moon call, but how many times do you find yourself talking, saying, I want to manifest this, I want to manifest that, I want to manifest a man. But on the other hand, you also speak out of your mouth. There are no good men in my neighborhood. No good men live in my city. All the good ones are taken. Like all the words that you kind of say and that you're speaking negate the thing that it is that you really want. So when we talk out of two sides of our mouth, we're actually blocking our manifestations. We're not aligning with our manifestations. So that also kind of looks like, okay, I want to manifest a particular amount of money or a new job or a new business or a new thing. Or maybe I remember there was one girl last night who wanted to sell her house. She's like, I want to sell this house really bad and I have a number, but I'm scared it's not going to happen. And maybe I don't need to sell the house. Maybe I could just keep it. So when we do that, when we have duplicity, the universe doesn't know what to give us. The universe doesn't know what to choose to put in front of us. The universe doesn't know how to act. So sometimes things just stand still and we don't actually get what we want. We don't actually get what we're looking for. So I want you guys for this new moon, if you don't know or you're not clear on what you manifest or clear on what ritual you want to do, I want you to be with me and really decide today, I am going to accept things as they are. I am going to let go of the need to talk out of both sides of my mouth and to line up my inner beliefs with the thing that I want. Line the words out of my mouth with that thing that I want, those things that I want. What do you want to manifest? What do you want to create in your life? And how are you talking about it? Maybe you want to lose a little bit of weight, because I know for me, there's like a 10 pounds I could totally drop. And I want to start eating healthier and do these things. But then I may say, oh, I don't look good in anything. I don't like that on me. I don't fit in any clothes. I'll never lose the, like I'll start talking or saying things that don't add up to what it is that I want. So we need to channel our feminine energy. Slow down your talking. Hold yourself back from talking so much and maybe speak in ways that align with the thing that you really, really, really want. Don't want things or don't try to manifest things that you kind of half-ass want. This is Gemini season. Speak only in alignment with what you want. And get super crystal clear on what that is. Because when you're really clear, you can line up with it. If you say, I want to sell my house, but maybe I don't know, and you're not clear, you're not aligned with it. So get aligned. If you can't get clear on it, maybe you don't really want it. Like, let me say that again. If you can't get clear on a manifestation and you can't line up with it, having all your beliefs and your words and your energy and your vibe, believing that it's possible for you, believing that it's happening for you, then maybe you don't really want it. So grab your pen, grab your journal, and write this down. Write it out. Write out why you want it. Write it out what it is. Oh, thank you, Joanna. I'm glad you needed to hear this. Like, I know, like, God put this message on my heart today, and I'm just like, I'm ready to share it. I was so excited to share this today because I know this new moon eclipse, like this whole, like everything in the air and this portal and this karmic closing, like cycles are closing, karmic things are ending, like your energy is going to shift. You may feel like you have been in a tornado, but the skies are going to get clear. So we have to use this new moon energy. We have to use this eclipse and Mercury retrograde. Like, use it to your best ability, like milk it. In other words, we want to milk this today. The new moon, I think, happened at like 3 a.m. this morning. So the energy is ripe. It is ripe right now. It is happening. This is the time. Write down, get clear on what you want, and stop speaking against it. Oh my gosh, Joanna, thank you. I love you too. Thank you guys for this really cool like support and commenting and liking and all the hearts. Like, it makes me feel so good because I'm so scared of video. This is something that has been so hard for me to like push myself to do. But I know I need to do it because there's so much I want to talk to you guys about, so much I want to say, so much I want to get off my heart. And I want you to see my face, like not just hear my voice and podcasting, even though I love podcasting. Renata, how are you, my love? I need to see you soon. We need a girl date. But anyway, I want you guys to harness this Gemini frequency, this Gemini energy. Turn up your feminine charm. Turn it up. Go slower, slow down. Don't rush into your morning. Don't rush into your day. Don't talk in conversations like this. Don't run your mouth. Listen. Listen to yourself. Listen to your soul. Put on your perfume. Put on your lip glosses. Feel your best feminine energy and your feminine vibe. And then get acquainted with yourself. Write in your notebook, get clear on what it is that you really want. And this is the time, this is the portal for activation. This is the way to truly manifest, is like getting that clarity. So I hope this little Instagram live was helpful for you guys. It's certainly fun for me and fun for me to see your faces. I know I really enjoy this. And connecting with you guys. So I love you, love you, love you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, girls. I see you. I love you. We'll do this again. You guys message me, tell me what days and times are best for you to be on this and to hop on and to hear these tips and hear like manifestation tips. Oh my gosh, thank you for all the hearts and the love. Let me know. I will do it more often. I am so happy to do this. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. Do your tips. Don't forget. Go look at those dates. See what karmic cycles are closing for you and journal it out. This is Gemini season. Pen, journal. I want you to fill these notebooks up. This is how you do the inner work and the inner healing. This is what leads you to your blissful state, to that high vibe, to where you can manifest and create everything you want. I love you guys. Have a beautiful rest of the day and a beautiful weekend. And I'm going to talk to you guys soon. Bye. Okay, but how do you end it? Oh, the X. Okay. Bye, guys.